Hello, everyone. Welcome back to India Unveiled podcast. And in this episode, we'll talk about a 104-year-old Indian bodybuilder. You might have heard of him. The name is Manohar Aich. Manohar Aich is a bodybuilding legend with a motivating life story that is worth knowing and sharing. I recently came to know about this former Mr. Universe 1952, whose life and passion for bodybuilding can be called legendary. As a bodybuilder, he made the country proud on an international stage, but still, he lived in a relatively unknown life. It hurts to know that his contributions towards bodybuilding went unrecognized. He faced financial struggles even after becoming a world champion. Manohar Aich was born on 17th March 1912 in a poor Bengali family. From a young age, he was interested in wrestling, weightlifting, and soccer. His attraction towards bodybuilding came when he saw some of wrestlers flex their muscles. During his time, there were no gyms and equipment or proper knowledge and guidance. He started with bodyweight workouts such as push-ups, pull-ups, leg raises, and squats for hundreds of reps in one go. At the age of 12, he was struck with an almost fatal black fever, which left him weak and fragile. Upon recovering, he started to regain his strength with his rigorous physical training. Around this time, his father fell seriously sick and was unable to work. The responsibility came upon him to earn something for the family. And this was the time he became a magician's assistant. Call it luck, fate, or coincidence. He met a well-known magician, P.C. Sarkar, at Jubilee School in Dhaka, who recognized his potential and persuaded him to join his crew. Along with the famous magician, he worked in a show called Physique and Magic. He performed at local festivals and other public events, displaying his feat of strength, leaving the crowd in awe. His ability to bend a steel rod with his teeth and to rest his abdomen on the tip of a sword was a special attraction. He was able to bend a spear with his neck and could easily tear a 1500-page book in half. He squatted 350 kilograms and dragged 204 kilograms weight. And then he joined the British Army. In the mid-1940s, he joined the Royal Air Force under the British colonial rule. Here he met British officer Rube Martin, who saw the potential in him and introduced him to weight training. He started his bodybuilding endeavor seriously. Under the guidance of his mentor, he trained hard and got a good diet, which brought out a physique that made his fellow airmen and the officers envious. At a height of 4 feet 11, he rocked a solid physique with a 54-inch chest and a 23-inch waist, giving him a perfect V shape. His patriotic act landed him in jail. When the fight for independence started gaining momentum in 1942 with Quit India movement, he could not control himself and slapped a British officer over his derogatory comment towards Indian independence and favoring colonial rule. This patriotic act bought him a jail sentence and court-martial from the Air Force. Even in jail, he continued his training and preparation for bodybuilding. On some days, he would train continuously for 12 hours. Impressed by his dedication, the jail officials arranged him a special diet. After India got independence in 1947, like many other Indian prisoners under British rule, he was released. This was a time when India was going through a bloody partition and poverty and hunger were rampant. Though, poverty couldn't affect his bodybuilding dream. He and his wife Jyotika had to face a grim poverty and found it hard to make the ends meet and to send their 4 children to school. To earn some income, he started taking up odd jobs. He came to Kolkata and started selling coconuts at the Sialda railway station. Even amidst these hardships, his passion for bodybuilding did not take a backseat, and he continued to participate in some local bodybuilding competitions. And then he was nicknamed as Pocket Hercules. His first milestone came in 1950 when he won the title of Mr. Hercules, earning himself the nickname of Pocket Hercules because of his small stature. In 1951, he went to London to participate in the prestigious Mr. Universe contest. He was the runner-up. Montosh Roy won the title that year, making him the first Asian to win the Mr. Universe title. This did not discourage him, and he decided to stay in London to prepare for the competition next year. He took up a job in British Railways and started to train even harder than before. And this hard work paid off. Manohar Aich created history. His years of dedication and persistence through all the hardships made his dream into a reality. On March 17, 1952, in the NABBA Universe Championship in the amateur category, coincidentally on his birthday. On a frame of 4 feet 11 inch, he managed to pack an impressive musculature. His statistics were awe-inspiring. Bicep 18.1 inch, chest 54 inch, forearm 14.1 inch, and wrist 6.4 inch. After this win, he came back to his country with a hero's welcome, and the Prime Minister and President of India congratulated him. Let's talk about his other achievements. He came third in 1955 and fourth in 1960 Mr. Universe. Won gold medals in Asian Bodybuilding Championships in 1951, 1954 and 1958. He once won the Spring Pulling World Championship by training a spring of 275-pound tension. In 2015, West Bengal government awarded him the Bangla Vibhushan Award. Former President Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam felicitated the 100-year-old Manohar Aich. His last bodybuilding show was in 2003 at the age of 90. Even at the age of 99, he continued to lift weights, but a minor stroke robbed him of his ability to lift weights, and he had to stay away from weight training. Nonetheless, he continued going to the gym to train and advise young bodybuilders who came to his gym for training. His protege include eminent bodybuilders like Satyapal, 8 times national champion, and Premchand Degra, 1988 Mr. Universe, among others. After flexing his muscles for 7 decades, on 5th June 2016, he died at the age of 104 in Kolkata with age-related complications. Even going through all the early financial struggles, he had no regrets or complaints. He was a happy man with a fulfilling life. Let's talk about Manohar Aich's diet and his philosophy. He attributed his amazingly long life to his simple diet of rice, fish, and lentils, along with milk, fruits, and vegetables. His basic philosophy, which he always recites, was Uno bhate duno bal, bahu bhate rasatal. A small amount of rice doubles of power, while a full portion of rice may bring doom. And yes, he never touched alcohol and never smoked. This centenarian bodybuilder is one of those little-known athletes who got a lot less than what they deserved and still had no complaints about it. Manohar Aich is one of the pioneers of Indian bodybuilding. Bodybuilding was not just his passion, but life itself. Life threw many challenges at him, but he stood the test of time and made every challenge into an opportunity. He was a man with a body of steel and a heart of gold. I salute the pioneer Mr. Manohar Aich for inspiring every bodybuilder out there in India. So guys, this was about Manohar Aich on India Unveiled podcast. I hope you liked this episode. I hope you got to know someone new from Indian bodybuilding industry. I'm starting a new series on personalities of India, where we'll talk about the personalities which are not celebrated that much that they deserve. I'll come up with a new story real soon. Till then, let me know on the Q&A section who you want to listen about. Share this episode with the friends and families and let them know about these great personalities. This is Rakesh signing off from India Unveiled podcast. Thank you for listening.